Hi, I'm Capt. Stanford, Texas Fish Tips. This is your weekly fishing report.
Okie dokie, guys. That water's been nice and calm. That water's awful pretty. Early mornings, we got a long incoming tide, just all the way to about noon or better. But if you want to get at any of them jetties, there's all kinds of fish. There's tarpon out there. There's catching them on croaker. They catch them on mullet. I've caught them on shrimp. Caught them on ladyfish. I've caught them on ribbonfish. They're all over out there. Now, if you want a bunch of trout, get out here on this beach. Right down here, all the way. You can go all the way down to the ranch house. You can go to the Cedar Bayou if you want to. And there's, just look for the birds. If you see them sitting on the bank, they're there. If the birds are diving or even in the water, well, then you know that bait is right there. Or if you just happen to get lucky and see the bait flipping, stop and fish, okay? Also, if you'll get up and close as you can to that bank, way up there in that first gut, if you can get away with it, get in that second gut, get your boat down there, throw into the first gut or on that first sandbar, and throw your croaker or a big piggy if you got him. Even pin perch will work. Live shrimp on a popping cork will work. But there's some nice trout to be had. There's a lot of nice sharks mixed in there. There's no telling what you'll catch. You'll probably get a few redfish along the way. Anywhere's out here in the end of Corpus Christi Bay, I mean all the way to the T-heads. Anywhere's out there. If there's a well out there, get on it. There's fish, okay? Some will have them, some won't. If you don't get any bites, we've been catching them on live free-line shrimp, on croaker, and piggies. If you find your well or just a pole sticking up out there, there's some fish on it, get it. If not, move to the next one. Give about 15, 20 minutes. And there's been lots and lots of trout. We've caught lots and lots of sharks out there. Today we had probably 10 sharks. We kept 5 of them. Anyways, there's all kinds of fish. There's gaff top, there's sand trout, and big old specks. Out here north of Mud Island, there's a couple of rigs out here in the water. It's holding some nice trout. Not as good as Corpus Christi Bay, but if you can't run all the way over to Corpus, here you go. There's some nice ones right down through here. Any of these rigs work. If you fish it for about 15, 20 minutes, ain't no fish on it, move to the next one or move the other side of that rig. Also, if you'll get all the way over here at Long Reef, way out over here, there's been holding some really nice trout. Wade Fisher's been doing pretty good on croaker. Like I say again, if you got shrimp on a popping cork will work, free-line shrimp, or some piggies if you're lucky enough to find them. But there's sharks, there's gaff top, there's all kinds of good fish out there, a lot of good specks, all out there on Long Reef. Okay, guys, out here in the Corpus Christi Channel, going into the Gulf of Mexico, right here into that South Jetty, there's been some nice reds right on in, about 30 foot of water out there. Catch them on cut bait. Cut ladyfish has been working the best. Perch, croaker, shrimp is working too, but that cut bait seems to be working. If you want a shark, get out here in this little cut right down through here, anywhere between Horse Cove up here and that jetty, and drift about 15 foot of water. There's lots of sharks. Anybody wants one. Over in Sailboat Channel, right down through this whole channel's been holding some nice drum. Just get going down through there with shrimp choking on the bank. There's been some nice drum caught in there and a few redfish mixed in with it. You'll catch a lot of small reds, but you'll get a few nice ones, all on live shrimp. If you come all the way down here, right here in this little wire, right here, there's been some really nice schools of drum hanging out on dead shrimp. Now, if you throw your live shrimp, you'll get just perch or anything else, but dead shrimp been catching mainly the drum.
Thanks for watching. I'm Capt. Stanford.